Your 16-year-old son or daughter who's never really driven by themselves, who doesn't have much driving experience, do you toss them the keys to the Lambo? What's happening, y'all? This is Mike D with Black Fathers Now, where we're bringing the village to the brothers. Every couple of weeks, you can look forward to a quick inspirational message or a thought-provoking guest with knowledge and wisdom, all geared towards helping you be the best father that you can be. We're bringing the village to you. Now it's your turn to do something with what you learned. All right, y'all. Let's go. What's going on, fellas? This is Mike D, Mr. Double Down on You, with another episode of Black Fathers Now. And I pray all of y'all are making the most of this specific moment and doing the doggone thing, man. I mean, look, if don't nobody else tell you they love you, I want you to know that I love you. We got to hear that. We got to say it, but we got to hear it, and we got to understand that we are loved, right? As men, we are loved. Yeah, we're strong. Yeah, we got to protect. Yeah, we got to do the doggone thing, but we're also loved. But dig this, man. I came across some information recently, and it really sparked my imagination, but it made me really do a deep dive in thinking about some of the things that I'm doing as a performance and personal development coach, specifically geared towards helping Black men, current and future Black fathers. And that thought is this. You know, I was listening to it's a guy named Sadhguru, which is, he's like a mystic something or other. But if you Google Sadhguru, he has all these interesting sayings and great philosophies. And you may agree with some, you may not. But at the end of it all, it's about taking information and understanding it, but then figuring out how can you apply that through the lens of who you are. But he dropped a quote in an interview that he was doing, and he said that it's dangerous to empower people who have limited identities because they will, in essence, create havoc. He said it's dangerous to empower people with limited identities because those are the people who, in essence, create havoc. So he was saying that we should be careful empowering people who have limited identities. We should be careful empowering people who have limited identities or limited understanding of who they are, or very narrow focused understanding of who they are. Because when they are limited, if they are empowered, they can create havoc. And one of the things that he used some examples of some notorious individuals, throughout the history, right? And these were people with a limited view or a limited identity, but they were empowered. Therefore, they were able to create havoc. So if you think about some infamous leader of a country or a regime, or someone who is noted for doing or leading various atrocities around the world, in a lot of instances, those are individuals with limited identities who were empowered. Because there's the person who's next to you that's evil. If that person who's evil is not empowered, how dangerous are they? It was an interesting perspective. But again, it was the notion of empowering those, and this is where I went with it, the danger of empowering those who cannot handle the power. The danger of empowering those who cannot handle the power. And again, when you think about insight, inspiration, and wisdom, if you're open, you can gain insight from a lot of different sources. But then when you process it, you can think about, how do I contextualize that information and apply it to my life through the lens of who I am? And thinking about what this guy said, Sadhguru, I'm thinking about it through the lens of the danger of empowering people who can't handle the power. And to me, the greatest example of that would be if you have a 16-year-old kid who's a brand new driver that's had limited experience driving a car. Do you toss them the keys to the Lamborghini? Think about that. Yeah, that makes you stop and think for a second. Your 16-year-old son or daughter who's never really driven by themselves, who doesn't have much driving experience, do you toss them the keys to the Lambo? Do you toss them the keys to this, sports car with 1,000 horsepower that can go 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds? No. Because you are then empowering someone who cannot handle the power. We have to be mindful of that. And I think that's something that as we strive to empower, to build, to grow, to help individuals, we need to first, before we empower them, we have to make sure that they are able to handle the power. Because if they cannot handle the power and we then empower them, we are setting things up, or we're setting them up for destruction. Because those that can't handle the power, that have been empowered, are the ones that create havoc. So let's first help individuals understand their identity, understand who they are, understand whose they are from a spiritual perspective, understand what they're capable of, understand responsibility, but then also help them and give them opportunities to build and gain experience. And then we should focus on empowering. But we should not empower those that are not equipped to properly handle the power. All right. Well, hey, I hope this is something that you can really, really think about, because it really is a concept that I think we need to rethink, especially within our communities. Because again, I know everybody's, empowerment. Yeah, that's cool, right? But let's make sure that those that we are empowering are prepared to handle the power. Think about it on this level. At times, some of the worst things that can happen to businesses are to get too busy too fast if you're not able to handle it. How many people have ever experienced or seen or been a part of a restaurant that is, everybody wants to go there. They got some publicity, but then everybody descends on this restaurant and they can't handle it. They don't have the staff. They don't have the food. They don't have the space. They don't have the infrastructure. They are not prepared to handle this mass crowd. And because of that, the service sucks, or maybe the food is not up to par, and it ends up crushing them as opposed to being a blessing to them. On the flip side, if they have the systems in place to handle the power or to handle that opportunity, then go ahead and give them all the marketing in the world, because then it becomes a blessing. Without the proper systems in place, without the proper training, without the understanding of how to handle the power, aka the opportunity, empowering or helping them to grow at the wrong times might not be a blessing. But let's think about that. All right. Well, hey, as always, hey, y'all, check this out. I want y'all to really, 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 really be mindful of the fact that Father's Day is coming up. Father's Day is coming up. Father's Day is coming up. And literally, ladies, if you're listening, make sure to take care of that father. I know Mother's Day gets all the buzz and all of that, but Father's Day is coming up, literally. And so if y'all have not grabbed a gift yet, you can literally go to the website, blackfathersnow.com. You can grab a copy of Dynamic Black Fatherhood Manifesto. And within a few days of, Father's Day, you can get it because it comes via Amazon. So you'll get it in a couple of days. Now, if you're listening to this and it is within, actually this will be within a week and a half or so of Father's Day, then you might not be able to get the apparel from the website, but still go to blackfathersnow.com and click apparel, or just go to blackfamilyapparel.com and grab some dope apparel. Now, it might not be there by Father's Day, but this is something that you can support and grab some resources from, throughout the year. So let's not be limited there. But anyway, until next time, y'all continue to share this thing out. Continue to take action. Continue being the best men that you can be. And y'all be blessed, well, and wise. And I'll holler at you. Peace. Yo, fellas, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. And always visit blackfathersnow.com, as well as follow Black Fathers Now on virtually every social media platform you can think of. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, everywhere. Just follow us and engage with us, man. Look forward to hearing from you. And I guess until next time, I'll holler at you. Peace.